This video is shocking and it's very, very hard to watch it and understand that we human doing this with our own hands and we human supporting this with our inaction. And I would like to ask Dr. Kumar to share his opinion on this issue raised in this video. Dr. Kumar, the floor is yours.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes.
No, thanks. Yeah, it's really striking to see such videos. They are really informative, not just informative, but they are eye-opening because they deal with the very human dimension of our society. And it's pathetic and painful to see human trafficking. But my personal understanding, as long as we keep hearing about them on newspapers, news journals, research papers, and articles on videos and pictorial prospects, we exactly cannot figure out the pain which is there inside trafficking when a person is being trafficked. Because as a scholar, as an academician, or as a researcher, if I just want to understand this phenomena or a social pathology or problem, of course, to an extent, I can figure out and also comprehend for myself and for others. But as like I also just learned in this video, putting yourself in their shoes, that becomes very difficult. So my context, like Indian context, if I want to look, a number of cases being registered and they're also running court of law. So the bad part is the conviction rate for traffickers is still very slow here in India. The reason talking about the National Crime Bureau. And when it comes to trafficking, as a researcher, of course, a person has to put himself or herself in their shoes. But to an extent, it becomes very difficult because of the typology of human trafficking also. Because there is a difference between what is happening theoretically and what is their empirical, the practical dimension of human trafficking. Because let me just bring out and share with you, we say like people are being trafficked mainly for sexual exploitation. Then we have people are also being trafficked for labor purposes, cheap labor exploitation. Then medical purposes there, and then the sport purpose is also there, entertainment purposes there, soldiering purpose is also there. This is one, but this is the classification which is more of a traditional and historical classification, but not exhaustive one, because traffickers, they have a tendency to change their trafficking possibilities strategies by looking at how we are trying, the society or the legal mechanism is trying to combat, to pacify their trafficking. So that is also there. But I was reading in my research one of the report of International Labor Organization is like more people are being trafficked for cheap labor purposes than sex purposes. That is also there, this research, which is published by International Labor Organization in 2005. But in that situation, what we need to understand, there is always a difference between what is there on paper in terms of in the version of, let's say, research paper, research articles, documentation, documents, and videos, and some other things that people figure out in their research that is there. But what's happening on ground is altogether, sometimes there is a big difference in that. So it is for me what I figure out even in your video, which you've just shown. There's a lot of things when interacting and physically coming across or knowing somebody who is trafficked or who was once trafficked. It is painful situation and very sensitive at the same time, because my personal experience, because to be very frank, I've met only a few people who were trafficked once, now have been mainstreamed by the grace of God or by the good deeds of legal mechanism or the society. And also those who were trafficked a little, I don't know exactly, but yes, of course, I've come across some good number of people who were trafficked once, and I was able to hear their story, their pain and everything. Their in my context, what has been my research, my exploration is like there is a concept known as secondary victimization. They are victimized at every stage of trafficking, but once they are mainstreamed or before they are mainstreamed, a secondary victimization also happens to them, which painfully happens by those who were supposed to protect them, such as like legal agencies, legal people, and police forces. So this secondary victim experience I just wanted to share. Thanks a lot. I've made, I think, some comments.
Thank you so much, Dr. Kumar. Thank you so much for your comments and extending this topic. It's very difficult to understand that in our society we have demand for human trafficking. And this problem is very, very deep. And in order to fix it, we really need to fix the fundament of our society, the foundation. And without that, doesn't matter how we will strengthen our law and how we increase the number of law enforcement, we will not fix it. The human trafficker will find the way how to find their victims because of the demand. But we people, we need to find the way. We need to really get together